What's the first question going to be?
Any nervous moments there at the end, even with a big lead?
Oh, we were a long way in front. It's more the frustration of having 30-odd shots, 32 shots on goal. I think we kicked 4 out in the full as well, and the game shouldn't even be as close as it was. And this is what we've done for the last 3 weeks, and I'm just hopeful that we've got it out of our system and that we won't see it again for the rest of the year.
Questions about goal kicking. I know they're tiresome, they're predictable, they come out every time.
Yeah.
The side's in a rut like this. What do you actually do at this point? Do you do anything about it?
No, we just keep doing what we've always done. We always practice. It's like, I know when you're kicking accurately like we have, people question your practice, but we practice all the time. And we went through the middle part of the season and we're kicking accurately, and the stuff we do hasn't changed from the start of the year to the middle of the year to the end of the year. So we've got a couple of weeks now. We'll just sometimes sort of gets in here, right? So that's the bit you need to work on the most, and we did a bit of work on that this week. Obviously not with any great success, but we'll stick at it, okay? So we'll persist.
I can't remember who said it during the week, but someone was saying, the side that figures out how to do it 5% better is going to win the premiership.
Well, it's almost down to that this year. There's not much between the teams. It's going to count for a fair bit. There's no doubt about that. I know I'm having a bit of fun with it now, but I'm a bit disappointed about what's happened over the last 3 weeks, because it has cost us the opportunity to finish top 4. But at the same time, we finished 5th, we've got a home final, and when you consider where we were at the halfway mark of the season, it has been a great effort by our boys. They've won 10, lost 2. And you could argue that those 2 games, if we had a kick straight, we would have won both those games. So we're in great form, so we should go in with optimism, but we just the job we've got to do now is much harder than it would have been if we could have finished top 4, but we're not going to cry over spilt milk. We're just going to be happy that we're in the finals and in 5th spot and got a home final and try and make the most of it.
You're the only team I think that's been there for the last 6 years, so does that count for much, do you think? Come that sort of sudden death time that you always talk about, sort of showing up.
Yeah, it is a really good effort by the boys. Everyone at the club. It's hard to be that consistent in the competition, and you know, every year you play finals, you get the harder draws the next year. I think ours is rated as the hardest draw this year. So, no, just proud of the group, and I think we've got a fair bit of finals experience behind us, albeit we've got a few young blokes playing in the team that haven't played in too many finals, but we've got a lot. They've played in a lot of finals, so I think that'll stand us in good stead. It usually does.
Charlie looked like he found a bit of touch tonight. He was looked really confident and a bit of flair. Like, is it nice to see that he's got his strut back at this time of year?
Yeah, I think he's been working away hard, toiling away with his pressure, and he's been missing a bit this year, a bit more than he normally does. I don't think there's a great deal of difference between his number of shots on goal this year and last year. So just if you're talking about that element, but he's also a very good assist player. And I thought, yeah, he did look good tonight. He looked confident and happy and back to his normal self.
There was those few examples last week where the boys didn't look for the teammate in the better position. Do you think they maybe overcorrected tonight and maybe tried to be a little too perfect?
Yep. Yeah, I reckon you're right, Michael. That's what we thought. And I, to a degree, I don't mind that. That just shows you that they're listening and that they didn't like what they did last week. And to be fair, I know a bit was made of it last week, but we haven't been like that for ages. Every now and then you just have one of those games, I reckon, where whether it's the pressure of needing to win or whatever it is and people think they need to do it themselves. We had a bit of that last week, but I didn't see any of that tonight. I saw whatever the opposite is of that, and it probably cost us opportunities.
It's contagious, isn't it? Like, you sort of see it just creep.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you kind of try to take a psychological approach to it this week. Is that, like, how do you do that?
Are you talking about shooting for goal, or are you talking about setting up opportunities?
Oh, I guess more the accuracy in front. That's where we started, just in terms of wakefulness there. Like, is that? How do you do that? Do you seek some outside help, or?
We've got a sports psychologist, so all that happens within the club during the week. So, and it's different for different blokes. It's more of an individual approach than it is a team approach to those sorts of things. I mean, I don't put the replay up and show them missing goals, like they know. So the good thing is we haven't lost any confidence out of it. We've kept playing good footy, which was the main thing. I wanted to see a good, strong performance tonight, and we did see that until the last quarter. But the game should have been a long time put away, and it probably was anyway. But it should have been done and dusted.
And Chris, I don't know if Lockie had been quiet, but 40 touches tonight, he bounced back, didn't he? If he had been quiet in the past.
Yeah, he gets a lot of attention, but he keeps bouncing up. Yeah, he was great tonight. Will Ashcroft was great tonight. The boys around the stoppages did a fantastic job. Didn't show in scoring from stoppage. We win the clearances by 19 and kick 1 goal 7 from stoppages, and they kicked 3 goals 1, so they actually won that bit of the game. So we'll keep working on that. We've got a couple of weeks to freshen some boys up. It's been a pretty solid campaign, particularly the last 3 months. So a little bit of a rest won't be a bad thing for us.
What's your confidence on Jack playing? You've got 2 more weeks now. Is he?
Yeah. So I think he'll be able to play in the reserves next week, and that's what he'll definitely play. That's a good thing. So he'll be available for selection for the first final, as will Starcevic. His hemi's not a very serious one, but enough to keep him out tonight.
So has he done any running since then, or was that a bit similar to Berry's?
Yeah, he wasn't too different to Bez's, just a little bit more damage, but he's been running this week. So he was running on Tuesday, I reckon. So he'll be fine.
And Chris, having gone on that, run of 9 games recently, win streak, are you confident that now he can win his last 4 and it'll be a run of 5, including tonight to win it?
Oh, look, I'd love to have a crystal ball. It is possible in this competition this year to do that, but I think what you need luck with injury, because it's been the end of a long campaign. Every team's the same, and what happens in that area over the next few weeks gonna have a bit of a say, I reckon, in the finals, as will accuracy.
You'll be hoping so, of course, and trying exactly to do this, but does it feel like more than usual that this is the year that a team can come from outside the 4 to take the prize?
It feels that way, doesn't it? Because it's been such a topsy-turvy year. I'm confident if we can produce our best, we're going to give a good account of ourselves. And, we're not coming into this final series thinking we're no chance. We believe in ourselves. And I believe in our players. I think what we've done over the last 12 weeks has been outstanding. Thanks. Oh, I meant to give a shout out too to the Landsberger family.
Do you want to do that?
I wouldn't mind if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we'd accept it.
yeah.
Happily.
Yeah. So, before we finish, I don't know the Landsberger family, but what happened this week is very, very sad. And just from everyone at the Brisbane Lions Footy Club, we give our condolences and love. And no, it's going to be unusual not seeing Sammy on TV, and those guys that work with him must be feeling the pinch. But just a little reminder about life, isn't it, to all of us. So wish him all the best. No worries.
Appreciate that.
Cheers, mate.